How's it going, guys? Doe here. Hope you're doing great. And today I'll be showing off the new sword rework, which is actually just basically a new weapon at this point because they changed everything at least a little bit and some things a lot of bit. But anywho, I'll be giving you guys a little preview and a guide to this weapon because my oh my has things just gotten a lot different and a lot more spicy. Now, to get started and jump right into it, we have the new basic attacks. You have your light attacks, which are fast attacks that deal a medium amount of damage that cost no stamina, but they also cannot interrupt. And then you have your heavy attacks, which are slower attacks that deal a heavy amount of damage. These cost stamina and they can interrupt. And at this point, I would normally be like, hey, do a light attack on PC, you press the LMB. On PS4 square, on Xbox, a button is probably an X. On the Switch, I don't freaking know. But there's too many consoles and it's getting ridiculous, so I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, figure it out. I'm gonna keep going with the video. Now we can discuss the core combos, which are very important to the sword and its functionality and what makes it so unique at the moment. So first off, we have Frenzy Blade. This is where you do a series of quick attacks, which in this case will be 3 light attacks in quick succession. This grants you 1 Valor. And then you also have Sunring Blade. This is a series of slow, powerful strikes, which will be using the heavy attacks, in this case 3 times in quick succession. This grants you 2 Valor. So Valor is a new resource for the sword. It is built by doing core combos and activating your special in certain cases, and it is spent by using your Valor combos. There are 4 Valor combos, which are as follows. Crescent Strike, a quick combo that ends with a powerful slashing strike. This is done by doing 2 light attacks followed by a heavy attack, and it's going to look like your basic Frenzy Blade with a very strong slash at the end. Resounding Echo is a slower combo that creates a damaging area that persists for several seconds, in this case 6 seconds, and every time it ticks it does damage and it also generates special meter, just like every combo will do. And then you have Blade Rush, an instant dash that travels a medium distance, which is actually pretty far if we're being completely honest, it's pretty good range, before slashing at enemies. This is a really great gap closer and it just looks freaking cool. It cannot interrupt though, so keep that in mind. And then you have Blade Surge, a long-range projectile that damages the first target struck. This is pretty freaking sick. The damage is roughly 500 at in-game builds. Nothing crazy if you ask me, but it can interrupt. It looks flashy, and it's a very safe interrupt as well. And speaking of interrupts, I'll probably go into a much deeper dive, whatever it is, for interrupts for this sword, just so I can get my point across in a more timely manner and be more, I guess, specific to the video and what's going on. Now, before going any further, I hope y'all smash the like button because I'm trying my hardest out here. I really am, and I appreciate that. To get going forward, we have the special meter where core combos and Valor combos generate special meter, which allows the use of your equipped special. When the meter is full, while using any special, your meter will drain but can be extended by using combos. What does that mean? Well, it means that if you're really good at using your combos efficiently, you can make your special last longer, and energized might not be terrible. It might actually be pretty sick, and that's pretty cool, making more cells more useful in different situations. To go into specials, we have Valiant Overdrive. Enter an empowered state, increasing attack speed and dealing area damage with each attack. You get 15% attack speed. Let me go ahead and research this. You get 20% attack speed, and it causes your attacks to deal 60 to 80 AoE damage per attack. In addition to that, you will also get 1 Valor instantly for activating Valiant Overdrive, and it grants you 1 Valor every 4 seconds. Now, the cool thing is, for Valiant Overdrive, you can use the dash if you just have a single pip of Valor. You can just spam that 6 times if you have 6 pips, and it feels pretty cool to do that. It's not very effective damage-wise, but it feels pretty sick just dashing around. If you have the hunger, it feels pretty sick just dashing around with freaking angel demon wings going on. I don't know. It feels cool. It feels neat. I like it. I respect it. I appreciate it. I love it. All right? But yeah, that's Valiant Overdrive. It is a very good special now. It used to be kind of like lackluster when you got the Avenging Overdrive, but now it is actually a contender in different rights. There are now reasons to use different specials, and I love that. Anywho, moving on to Avenging Overdrive, this is where you enter an empowered state, increasing attack speed and dealing area damage. This is just the 20% attack speed and the 60 to 80 AoE damage from the Valiant Overdrive. What separates Valiant Overdrive from Avenging Overdrive is that instead of having a dash, you instead have a parry for Avenging Overdrive. In this case, it's called Vengeance. You enter a parrying stance, becoming invulnerable for a short period. Taking damage during this time triggers a powerful counterattack, and it can only be used in Avenging Overdrive. This incurs a 2-second cooldown, I believe, and it also grants 1 Valor in success. So you do not get a Valor every 4 seconds, and you do not get a Valor for activating Avenging Overdrive. Instead, you get 1 Valor for parrying attacks, but the parry itself does a ton of damage, and that can make up for the fact that it doesn't generate Valor over time or a Valor on activation. The last special has improved a freaking ton. This is Ardent Cyclone. Activate at full meters to spin, becoming unstaggable Beyblade freaking monstrosity, dealing a massive 50 damage constantly to nearby enemies. Grants 1 Valor every 4 seconds. Reactivate to slash any direction, dealing 450 plus 10 times number of spin hits to the first enemy hit. The main thing here is you can't get knocked out of your special unless you die. And so that just means that you can have fun using the special without having to sacrifice a mod, and that's pretty cool. Now, speaking of mods, let's go ahead and discuss those next because they are all different, all cool, and a lot of them are just unique. The way I'll list them off is in the order I see them through the mastery page, and I'll assume the last 2 are from Trial Store. On the Trial Store, it doesn't show me the correct things, so just bear with me. Anywho, Mending Core or Mending Blade Core is achieved at level 6 through Sword Mastery, and this is where each Valor gained or spent restores 30 health. It's a pretty solid option for staying alive. 30 health times 3, which is the cost of using a Valor combo. That's actually not that much. It's 90, but hey, it's something. They might increase that health amount in the future. We'll see what happens. Next up, we have Recursive Hilt unlocked at level 10. This is where dealing damage with Blade Rush restores 20 stamina and generates 3 Valor over 9 seconds, does not stack. So Blade Rush is a Valor combo. It costs you 3 Valor to even cast this ability, but you'll be getting back that 3 Valor over time as well as 20 stamina. So the benefit here is you can cast this for some quick damage and then get that Valor back to cast other combos or to just cast the same combo again. And when it says it doesn't stack, that doesn't mean you can't cast it again to refresh the duration. Now, in doing that, you can actually cut your Valor pips short, so you want to be careful at when you cast it so you don't basically lose a pip in the process. Moving swiftly onwards, we have Charged Sword Focus, where instead of dealing damage over time, Resounding Echo deals damage once after it expires and deals 50% increased damage. It says total damage. That's not accurate. It is actually 50% increased damage. The next modifier is Dynamic Blade Core. After using any Valor combo, your next Valor combo within 5 seconds deals 30% extra damage. To make this work really well, you want to actually build up 6 total Valor pips or have them all filled out and then start doing your combos. And it is pretty important to note here that when you do your combos, you can actually combo into certain things and make them quicker to cast than usual. Examples of this are going from Blade Rush into Frenzied Blade or Blade Rush into Crescent Strike if you have 6 total pips, because that's what you need to perform 2 Valor combos in quick succession. And you can also use Blade Surge into Sundering Blade or Blade Surge into Resounding Echo if, again, you have all the required, whatchamacallits, Valor pips, Valor combos, whatever you want to call it. The last modifier is Keen Edge. This is where after the Blade Surge projectile travels a short distance, the damage is increased by 100%. Not crazy, but it's something cool to mess around with. And you could have like a full team just casting these like all the time if you have Valiant Overdrive. Pop that and just Keen Edge a behemoth to death. That might be kind of fun. It's something to do. This is not a terrible modifier, but I don't see how it stacks up against the rest. And I will probably be doing a sort of tier list for modifiers just for fun and to get some more sword content. But those are the modifiers, those are the specials, the combos, the whole shebang. And I will also be making a video on what the sort of weapons look like in terms of is Hellion good, Boreas, all these things, giving y'all a tier list for that as well, just to sort of make the content more diverse and to have more videos that are more, I guess, specific to what's going on. But hopefully you guys like this video. Hopefully it learned you something, and the sword is a ton of fun. There's a lot more to it. All right, maybe not a whole lot, but there are some more things that I sort of missed or just am not aware of. So expect videos like a booping guide for the weapon, which is interrupting, booping, same thing. Or a sort of which weapons to use, so like Hellion, Boreas, Mauk, which ones are good, a tier list for that kind of thing, and a tier list for the specials and the modifiers. Those are the current videos I have planned, and there's a whole lot more coming, so hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to leave a like. If you want to use my credit code in the Epic Games Store, it is OhDough. Helps me out a ton, and I appreciate everyone who uses that immensely. Watching the video means a lot as well, honestly. I wouldn't be here without y'all, so thank y'all for doing that. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.